Welcome back to 100 Days in 7 Days to Die. This is part 5 where we go from day 41 up to day 50. This is the halfway point. We are halfway to success. Obviously, if you do enjoy, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Everything you do supports me, makes me feel good. Obviously, if I'm doing it wrong, if there's something I could be improving, or even if you just think these videos are bad, good, let me know. I want all feedback. So I do really hope you enjoyed, and sit back, enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Day 41 comes around and we are low on gunpowder. But lucky enough, all we need is some nitrate, so we are able to grab that and make enough gunpowder to make us a decent bit of ammunition. So once we start crafting the gunpowder, we had a few zombies actually come and pay us a visit. But obviously, a few bonks later and they were all gone. We hopped on our bike and we made our way to the next job. Don't worry if you're watching this thinking, why are you still doing jobs? Day 41, you're not getting anything good from them. Do not worry. Pretty much after this video, we don't really do any more jobs. I kind of just go around, do my own thing, living the dream. But anyway, we get to the area, and again, there's a bunch of zombies. It's an infested area. It's gonna happen. We use the pew pew, and we use the big old electric bonk stick. Obviously, we're getting loot from these, so things are working out well for us. Then obviously we are getting the beloved books that we are so desperate for, so we can make our own stun batons. We carry on making our way through, and obviously we have a bunch more zombies to deal with, and this time we do have to pull out the AK because they're in a big group of them, and these, soldier ones, they take about, 20 bullets. But once we dealt with them, after getting a decent bit of XP, we made our way through, killed the last couple, and then made our way back to the trader. This time, I was smart. I also noticed it was going to be a blood moon. I didn't just kind of go, yeah, we'll deal with it later. But we made our way to the trader, Trader Jen.
I knew you had it in
Lovely
you.
set of
Good work.
assets. But we grabbed our reward. Nothing really that good. 60 round of shotgun, and then we decided let's just grab another job and we'll keep this going until we get them all done, and then we get the reward at the end. We then put a point into machine gunner, making our damage with our ARs pretty much, as you can imagine, even better. And then we crafted 38 more 7.62 rounds before setting off to do the next job. This time we decided let's use the old creepy church again, where your dad lives, and use that as our blood moon sort of fortress to try and stay alive. It worked for us before, why can't it work for us again? So we made our way to the roof, and we were on the lookout for any little bitches that were going to be crawling around, praying to get shot in the head. But I turned into the American sniper. I weren't missing shots. Look at that accuracy. Boom, boom, boom. Phase, if you're seeing this, you're pretty washed now. If there's someone better than Phase, if you're watching this, yeah, MLG 7 Days to Die. Even though I nearly died here, but I didn't, so that's good. But this blood moon actually felt quite intense. There were quite a lot of zombies coming through, and I didn't know if I was going to survive. And I was a bit worried, but I kind of just found a good spot where they didn't track you properly, so I was able to just stand there and spray. And then before you knew it, we're looking through the challenges. Hadn't had any done just yet, but we're on our way to the job. Also, look at that. 6 blood moons done. We are making progress. But we did the usual long pedal over to the next job. I cannot wait until we get rid of this bike and get something with an engine. But once we arrive, shock, it's somewhere we've done before. It's the ball barn. We're going to go in, kill the zombies, kill a couple balls, and just grab the loot. That is, we've done this how many times now? It's rinse and repeat. So obviously we made sure to go in, obviously get our bonks, make sure to keep our distance, and the floor was falling through for most of them, so it was quite easy. But we made it to the end, killed a couple screamers, and we were on to the loot. Nothing exciting, nothing too crazy, but you know what, we will take it. You never know when you might need it in the future. After we had done that, we hopped back onto our bike and had a look if there was a supply drop nearby. Obviously, we saw it was actually near the trader, so we just made our way over to the supply drop because we love supply drops. Unless it's supply drops you got to pay for, then we hate them. Ugh. But we arrive at the supply drop, we open it up, and look at that. We can actually cure 10% of our infection, and we've got 3 magazines from there, and we got a very good one that was getting us closer to being able to actually make our stun batons. And we thought, whilst we're here, why not go through Gravestone that is, you know, in the wasteland, probably the scariest place. We'll go through it, see what it's about. And look at that, Cracker Book Shop. That is the dream. A shop full of magazines. This felt like it was a God-given, like, gift. It was there for me. I grabbed it, I went in, I slapped some bitches about. Look at that, magazine. Boom, we are good. But we soon grabbed all the loot in this place. And then we hopped back on our bike and made our way to go hand in the job. Because obviously, you know, we still need to hand it in and get our rewards and carry on grinding. But before you know it, day 44, early morning. I mean, these days are flying by. The amount of time it takes to traverse around the map. I mean, our days are feeling shorter and shorter. We then return home and make a few bullet casings before going back to Jen and grabbing our reward. I mean, I've got a couple of rewards that I would happily grab off her, but yeah, we can't do that. Anyway, we go back, make a few 7.62 rounds, and we actually repair our stun baton, our pistol, and our rifle before going out and grabbing some more nitrate because we were running low again. I mean, my brain kept telling me, be smart, just go out, grab loads of coal, grab loads of nitrate, it's the smartest thing you can do, we can have gunpowder for days. But I just didn't, and I don't know why. And I just feel like that would be smart. But why be smart when you can be, you know, me? But anyway, we grab another job. This time is to clear the area and retrieve the supplies. You know, we've done these before. We travel to the area, we take the long bike ride, we arrive, we go in, bish bash bosh, couple of bonks, and all the zombies are dead. This time, though, we were smart. Mailbox outside, but there was nothing inside. Anyway, we go and activate the job. This house was a bit annoying, and as you can see, I just walked straight past the supplies, and I actually spent so long searching for the supplies for him to be at the entrance, and I didn't even have to do this whole place, really, and I was struggling for so long. But anyway, we went in, we made sure to kill all the zombies. We don't want no nasty surprise whilst we are trying to loot. As you can see, there was like a rope, you know, there's a way to get into the ceiling. It's how you got to the other side of the house. But it was like impossible to get up. I don't know if I was being stupid or if it's just me. But then I got swarmed by more zombies. So I was just like, for fuck's sake, this is annoying. And then I got infected again. But I just built my way up because, again, big brain and all that. But we made our way down and we grabbed loot. Obviously, we had a few of these sexy boys waiting for us, but we dealt with them nice and quick before grabbing what there was to gather. There was the usual, you know, few mods, bit of medication, a little bit of ammo, but obviously the big boxes are usually where there's going to be something half decent. But sadly, this time there wasn't much. And then I finally found the supplies that were just hidden there, and I should have known. I mean, there's literally a symbol that tells you where it is. But as you can see, it was just another long journey all the way back to the trader, and it just dragged on. But once we returned back, we did the smart thing of going straight to the trader and gathering our rewards. This time, again, nothing great, but that was 10 jobs done for her. And now we could actually grab the mini bike parts bundle. I was very excited at this point, and she obviously had the tier 3 job for expanding the trade route, meaning all we had to do was go to the trader in the desert. didn't know where he was, and this was going to show us. And lucky enough, the magazines that I got with this box actually gave me the correct amount to be able to make the mini bike. So things are looking good. So all we needed to do at this point was actually just gather everything we needed and get this mini bike built. But one of the big issues was we needed a lead battery, and I wasn't too sure where to get one. And obviously I thought, well, let's just go for vehicles. That's where we're going to get a vehicle battery from vehicles. So, you know, that made sense. But sadly, to no luck, we went to many vehicles and could not find one. Not only that, our wrench actually broke. But anyway, we made ourselves some water and we decided to make our way over to the new trader, but also search vehicles on the way, hoping that potentially inside was going to be a battery, so we didn't actually have to go buy one or, you know, mess around and spend ages trying to find one. But again, to no luck, we did not find one. But we arrived at the new trader, but it was too late to actually go inside. So we decided to go to a local greasy spoon, go in and have a quick look round. And that went as well as you can imagine. There was a screamer, there was a big fat police officer who was spitting snot all over us, and we just pulled out the AK and unloaded. But before you knew it, we had dealt with them and we went to have a look at the loot inside. We had a bit of beer, so as you can see, we are drunk currently, but soon the effects wore off and we made our way to the new trader. This is Trader Bob. Inside, we got crafting skill magazines as a reward, and we decided to have a look in his inventory to see if he had anything we needed. And he had a ratchet, so we decided to upgrade to the ratchet and see if it would potentially let us get a battery from a vehicle. Sadly, the first vehicle it didn't, but it didn't take long for us to get one. Second vehicle, and we had ourselves a lead car battery. So we made our way back to our base and started to grab everything we would need to craft the mini bike. Obviously, we had to wait for the chassis to get crafted before we could make the bike itself. But once we had that crafted, we did then, you know, have a few visitors who wanted to come see our new bike. But, yeah, we don't have people watching us. Like, get a life. Once they had been dealt with and the loot had been grabbed, we decided it would be a good idea to actually move our base over to the desert. So what we did was went through our storage and started to place a bunch of items into our inventory as well as into our bike. Again, whilst I was doing this, I was too focused on what I was grabbing and making sure I had the right stuff. I didn't even realise it was a blood moon. And as I got everything and I was about to leave, yeah, blood moon. I'm going, we've got bloody vultures trying to attack my head, and then we've got a big old swarm of fucking zombies coming. But I was, you know, I say kind of smart. You know, drove the distance, pulled over, shot a few, hopped back on my bike, and we rinsed and repeat. But sadly, we just weren't quick enough, and they were just too overpowered. So sadly, we did die. But lucky enough, once we came back, we were actually able to just grab our loot and make our way to the new area. It was the early morning of day 50 and we are now halfway to our journey. I'm going to say, for someone that's only recently started to play this game just before the 1.0 update, I feel like we've done quite well in 50 days. So honestly, be ready for the next 50. We ain't slowing down, we're only speeding up. But anyway, we arrived at the desert. We decided, let's build ourselves a nice little base. I was going to go, you know, for, you know, should I go through YouTube looking at horde bases or, you know, what should I do? And I thought, you know what, I'm going to wing it. I'm just going to build like some weird tower. I'm just going to do my own thing and hope for the best. And overall, I wouldn't say it ended up, you know, too bad. We placed up, I think, about 4 or 5 blocks up high in each corner. Built a nice, you know, level each few blocks. And, you know, it was pretty secure. Obviously, we had to put a few ladders down, because obviously we needed a way to the top. And obviously the zombies can climb the ladders, so I thought I can just stand at the top and just shoot down the ladder whenever it's the blood moon. So I feel like that's a really smart idea. So anyway, we ran out of our wood blocks and we only had building blocks left, so we upgraded what we could just to be as safe as possible. And we was even able to put some of our cobble to good use and upgrade our wood blocks to the stone. And that was it. 50 days. Halfway. I feel like, you know, we've done quite well. Again, leave a message in the comments if I'm doing anything wrong or if there's anything I can improve on. I am, you know, desperate for your knowledge. But I do hope you've enjoyed this one. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be made aware of when I post, go live, if I, you know, decide to post a short, even just, you know, anything in the community tab. Everything you do supports me. We're trying to hit 2k subs by the end of the year. It would be amazing. We're a long way off at the moment, but every little helps. So I do hope you really enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.